Remember those rebates that the governor wanted to spend Minnesota's budget surplus on? Well, nobody ever got one of those so-called Walz checks. Yet political reporter Theo Keith says we're going to keep hearing about them all the way to November.
It is hard to think of an issue that got talked about so much, yet moved so little in the legislative session this year as rebate checks. Governor Tim Walz has proposed them 3 times. Each time the checks get bigger. Each time Republicans dismiss them as a gimmick and say they have a better idea, income tax cuts. Hamlin's David Schultz says you'll keep hearing about this until November, when the governor and every legislative seat is up for election during economic uncertainty, which hurts incumbents like Walz.
I think it's a talking point for his campaign at this point is to say, I wanted to give you money. I wanted to send you a check in the mail. And it was the Republicans that prevented us from being able to do that.
The cycle started all over again last week when I asked the governor about inflation, and he threw out a new number, $2,000 checks per couple, which is 5 times what he originally wanted.
You can say what you want about this, but the only way you're really, I believe, going to make a dramatic difference in people's gas prices and inflationary pressures is give them a significant amount of money that goes right to them right now.
Republicans again said no. Talks about a special session, which weren't getting anywhere, officially broke up. This week, Walz is repeating his pitch for checks, and Republicans are repeating their desire for tax cuts. Walz's presumptive GOP opponent, Scott Jensen, is daring the governor to call a special session and prove the checks aren't, his word, a gimmick.
What I wonder really at some point is, does the public really hear it? Does the public really care one way or the other? They're simply thinking at this point, my difficulty in terms of filling up my tank of gas, how much I'm paying for groceries that I can't find infant formula, and I don't think they're really caring that much where the blame is.
In a campaign about what didn't get done, blame is what both sides have. Theo Keith, Fox 9.